Welcome back to my series on how to add different integrations into Home Assistant. So today's integration will be on the Lutron Caséta switches. So if you have the Lutron switches you've replaced throughout your house, this is the super easy way to add them in to Home Assistant. Now you have to start by having the Lutron app configured and set up. You do need a Lutron gateway. Once you have that gateway, if you come over to Home Assistant, you can be in your overview to start wherever you are. You'll go to settings, your integrations, and you should right away see Lutron Caséta sitting here. So if you notice, you can get some documentation, but all we have to do is say add. After this, we're going to pair it. So I'm going to say submit. We're going to hold for 1 second, and I'm going to go press the little black button on the back. Now that you see that I've pressed the black button, it brings it up right away. It's already got the Smart Bridge enabled. I have quite a few devices throughout the house. You can decide which ones and decide where they're going to go. So my Smart Bridge is actually in my utility closet or my hallway here, so I'll say hallway. Where the rest are, keeping in mind some of these, for instance, my hallway, I have multiple different ones. I have a 3-way going. So where they are, luckily I've already got these named as I wanted in the Lutron app, so make sure you do that. And once you've verified you have everything set the way you want, simply say finish, and you will see them right away already in your Home Assistant. So now the question becomes, what do you do with them? How do you get a good console going? So next, go to the next step where we get you a dashboard. We're going to do a new dashboard for these just to make this easy. So go settings, dashboard. I'm going to create and add a new dashboard. I'll start one from scratch. We'll name this one lighting. Now you could just have this in a view in your dashboard and make it nice and easy. We'll say lights. I will say a lot of times I don't put the icon here. It does want to push that as the top thing only. Add to your sidebar if you want it over here, and obviously admin only you probably want off for now. Now, I'll go to my lighting. Let's edit the dashboard. I've got a section here. We'll just go to either you can scroll down to find the light, or just type it in. Now we'll pick whichever one we want. In this situation, we'll go with my office to start. Office main lights is fine. I don't need to rename it. Some of these I will, and actually for this one, I'll just name it office because I know this is all of my lights. So I'll say that I want that as a custom name. I don't need to add any other interactions, and I'll say save. Now that one's already set. Now there's a lot of other ways you can do this. Now I think for this takes up a lot of space. So the next thing is I'm going to show you if you have things like bubble cards installed, there are other ways that you can do much cleaner looking ways and consolidate this dashboard down. So let's save this one and say done. You'll see we can modify that. Now let's go grab the bubble cards and we'll do it from there. So if you want to do something like a bubble card that really makes this a lot smaller, I think a lot cleaner, much easier to manage, you do need the Home Assistant Community Store or Hacks installed. I've already downloaded the bubble card, but if you just go to it in Bubble and choose download, it will download. It does do a refresh. It's already out there. So if I go back to my dashboard, I'm going to edit that dashboard and I'll put it over here. So let's do bubble card. And I'm going to use a switch, but I also, for this one, I specifically want a slider. So I'm going to do again my office main lights. I can just call it office since I know these are lights. I like adding the accent color. I also normally do the entity state to show it's on and show the attribute for these so I can see the brightness. Now if you have other type of lights that change colors and things like that, you could do that here as well. So I'll save that. And I'm actually just going to duplicate it and change this to maybe my kitchen lights. I'll change this to kitchen spot. Oops. Save that. Now you notice I've got those and they're nice and clean. I can put them in different sections for rooms, anything like that. It really is that easy to add the Lutron Caséta switches into your system. You can see those. And there's your percentages. Same for here because I have these set as sliders. You notice it changed for both of these when I changed here, since I didn't change. I go up to 76 and there we are. Hopefully that helps you, and stay tuned and pay attention for the next set of integrations.